Kyle just setting out, but there's Kyle, typical no feet in stirrups. Just wanted to catch you leaving the yard. There's the yard. I'm gonna go and get my car and follow. There you go, Kyle's still messing with his stirrups. But there you go, Kyle and Whisper out for a hack alone. She's quite good to just get on and go, straight out the yard, no messing, no hesitation. But she does like to get on with the job, to be fair. Hopefully Kyle will put 2 hands on his reins and steer by the time I pick back up the video. Or probably not. Okay, so jumped in the car and I'm now following. Just before anybody says anything about the high vis, we are on this single track lane. Obviously nobody can pass once I'm in a car, and we do a small amount of road work on this hack. It's more so, and obviously I'm following in the car so you can't miss him, but it's more so just to show you guys. Let me find her now, sorry. Her hacking out alone, which I think is quite important for a lot of people. Although, you know, I'm actually not an advocate for hacking alone. I actually don't like it, I personally. But, you know, a lot of people like to go out on their own, like to have a little bit of time away with their best friends, the horse. And sometimes people just have no option but hack alone, and I understand that totally. So I do understand that hacking alone is of importance to a lot of people. So we do, where we can, show you them hacking on their own. And bear in mind, this is only day 2 of Whisper being here. So I videoed the hack yesterday, so you will have all seen that hopefully, and if you haven't, pop on, you will be seeing this through the YouTube actually, so just have a look. There is Whisper on her first hack. So this is only day 2, and as I say, I definitely never recommend people when they have a new horse to go straight out hacking alone. Obviously this is something that we're used to doing, guys. We wouldn't do it if we don't feel safe. We wouldn't do it if I'm not sure that the horse is happy and confident to hack alone. And also Kyle, there is just me and Kyle doing all the riding. Kyle is my son. He obviously isn't a child, but he is my child, guys. So firstly, I wouldn't put Kyle in any unnecessary danger. Doesn't matter how competent rider he is, then I wouldn't. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm just videoing, Mom. Sorry guys. No, I've sent you WhatsApp, it's fine, we don't need you. I've sent you WhatsApp, I'm on video. Sorry guys, that's actually our other yard. For those of you that do or don't know, we've actually got 2 yards, and I could see my mum through the hedge. She's shouting, apologies. I've forgotten off what I was saying anyway, but yeah, oh yes, Kyle. So yeah, as competent as he is, we definitely wouldn't put ourselves and certainly my child through in any unnecessary situations. And also on top of that as well, you may or may not have heard me say a few times on some of the videos, Kyle's actually got another budding career, and that is actually as a professional boxer, and he is just pre-fight. He's actually fights this weekend, so normally we wouldn't do any riding for at least a week before, and this will probably be his last ride. He's quite busy with all the stuff that comes with being a professional boxer, or media interviews, making weight, running. As soon as he gets back off this ride, his sweatsuit will be on, which I have here ready. he will have his sweatsuit on and he will be out running around the countryside. So he's definitely staying busy. But the point I'm making of this is that absolutely I wouldn't be sending him out alone or out at all if that we weren't confident. And I do believe that it is good for you to see the horses out here, and rather than me just telling you how they are, you can very much see them for yourself. I appreciate you can only see a bottom in the video, but this part as well actually is a part that's really spooky. They do not like this wall on the right. I think it's because it's just very dark with the things, and then the other side you've got, I don't know if you can see, you've got all the sheep, and you know what, and then you've got bales up on the left. It's just things like that you know, they're just riding away from home, and it's even the best of horses have a look there or just a little hesitation sometimes, even like the cobbled driveway on your right. I know it just looks like everyday things that you pass, but there's just certain areas on a hack that are just more spooky than others, and this is one of them. So I'd just like to point that out. This is things that we're looking at all the time that you may not notice, but we definitely do. It's like I say, the black bales there, you know, it just gives them an excuse to have a look. So I'll pick this video up a little bit further along on the hack, and I'll just stop my waffling now. Actually, I'll tell a lie. I'll keep it running until he gets out on the road, because it's probably good for you to see. Oh, she's really sweet, this mare. I've got to say, guys, I can't help myself, can I? I've always got I say I'm going off and then I'm on, but she is very sweet, this horse. You can see him trotting away now. He will know to trot this part because he's not got his high vis on. It does look worse on the camera, guys. I am in the middle of the road, so nobody can miss him really, because obviously they've got to get through me first. But we do trot this bit of road if we're out alone as well. But she's very good in the traffic, very good. We had quite a bit of traffic passes yesterday. She's very solid in the traffic, and she's not a spooky sort at all. She's quite bold, as you can see. She's not nappy. She's happy to go out alone, and she's not, you know, she's not looking at unnecessary monsters in the hedge. She's not looking for an excuse to spook, and obviously you can't see any traffic here, but honestly, guys, she's very, very good in traffic. We had rattly trailers, all sorts. Again, now this part here, turning off the road to go down bank, it just takes the horses sort of off track, if you like. And again, many horses that are slightly less confident hacking alone, or those that are just a little bit more awkward hacking alone, and we all know those sort, any excuse is an excuse to either worry or to just be a pain when they're hacking out alone. And you know, turning off track like that, straight downhill, again another spooky part of the lane. Then, you know, these are all the things that when we are assessing horses for their suitability, that we're looking at. So she's very, very good. I've had a lot of interest. She is a sort that we don't very often have. She is a registered thoroughbred. I have had a quick look up, and I think she ran 6 times on the flat. Yeah, that's it. So that's all she did. She's 9 years old and she's 15.3. I have just took some photographs of her on the yard, so I will post them, or they're available for anybody who wants to see, so you can more see what she's like with tack and without tack as well. A lot of people have already asked on the weight wise. Now Kyle, I know exactly what weight he is because obviously, as I've just said, it is fight camp. Oh, he's leaning forward and giving her a pat, bless him. And so he weighs exactly 81 kg at the moment, and I would say that's a, you know, it's probably where she'd be at really. But she's carrying him very well. He is 6'1", 6'2", so she does carry a taller rider nicely. Obviously she's happy with the smaller rider. She's snaffled mouth, and I just want you to see her also sort of cantering like in the open air, if you like, you know, not in an enclosed space, because that's also important. But honestly, she's just got 10 out of 10 at, you know, at the minute. You can just see for yourself. This is not me telling you. It just speaks for itself. The video, that is. When I say it, I'll never call a horse it. I don't mean it speaks for itself. I mean the video speaks for itself. So I really will have to turn the camera off now because I am parking up. Okay, sorry, got a mouthful of cereal bar. So yeah, you can see Kyle making his way down the track. So just a little bit about her. She, as I say, we're only day 2, but she loaded and travelled to us on a 3.5 tonner. She travelled alone. Very, very sweet nature. You know, she's settled really quickly. I just did a little video of her stood on the yard before we got on. You can see she's happily. I've also done a video which I may or may not, actually I won't attach to this video because I've done, if I video with the phone upright, it comes very small on the YouTube screen, so I have to put it as 2 separate videos. But yes, I know I'm just videoing nothing at the minute, but he will be coming back up shortly. But yes, I have video tacking her up as well. She had a little bath yesterday and her hooves painted and stuff today. She stood on let's see if we can see, can you see him still down there? She stood on the yard very patiently. She stood there with a hay net while she was having a pamper. She's a very pampered princess. She's beautiful looking. She's a lovely colour bay. Is he coming back? Maybe. Oh, I've zoomed out now. I may turn this off, guys, and wait for him to come back because he might have gone right to the bottom. Oh, no, he's coming. Well done, Kyle. You've got to bear in mind, guys, she's cantering towards home. She's out on her own and she's cantering towards home. And I think that is always, you know, if you've got something that's very excitable, then you're going to see it then. Here we go. Here she comes. Kyle's trying to get a nice collected canter. A very comfortable canter as well. There you go. Lovely. Oh, she's lovely, this horse. Really nice. Right, I'm going to catch him at the top. Oh, right, guys. I had to run up to the car and then ended up meeting another car down. So I've only just caught up with Kyle, but you can see that she's hacking very quietly and happily and nice and relaxed away from her canter where she's just had. Obviously she thoroughly enjoyed, but perfectly well mannered to come back to trot and obviously ultimately back to walk. Really very, very sweet, this horse. And I do think this breed doesn't really get enough. Right, Sorry guys, I had to actually stop at the junction. Yeah, you can see how well she's just hacking back, well, hacking in general, and I genuinely think that this breed does not get enough what's the word, recognition for just how good they are. Actually, there's a lot of them. Now, I want a really nice home for her, and I'm not saying that you know, that she is an ideal type for somebody straight out of riding school or even first time owner, really. Not because she does anything wrong, you can clearly see she doesn't, but you know, she needs somebody who wants to get on and go and enjoy. So maybe somebody who wants to do a lot of hacking out, whether it's on road or off road, she would be fantastic for that. She clearly is, because that's what she's doing. She works well on the flat. I have got videos of her on the flat as well, guys. And oh, there you go, bless her. She works in and out line nicely in all 3 paces. She also jumps as well. She'll jump your natural fences as well as your show jumps, if that's what you want to do. She has had quite a lot, she's pretty much had a lot of turnout through winter. We haven't got that much turnout at the moment, and you can actually see she hasn't got mud fever or anything like that, guys, but you know, when you've got a thin-skinned horse that's been turned out, the legs go quite scurfy. She's a bit scurfy, but all of that said and done, she's in lovely condition, great shine on her and a good amount of condition, and she'll be even more stunning as summer comes. So I would like somebody who would continue and let her be the pampered princess that she clearly enjoys to be, but also somebody who wants a horse, who's going to enjoy a horse. I don't want her left unridden and not doing anything, and again, that's not for any reason, behavioural reason for her, other than the fact that she enjoys work, you know, and her type and her breed do thrive on work. You know, they're bred to work. That's what they want to do. So I really do want a home for her where somebody wants to get out and enjoy her, whether that's, as I say, just hacking around the countryside or doing more, being you know, doing all round things, whatever. Doesn't really matter, other than the fact that I just want her to be used and enjoyed and not just left, if that's, I hope that makes sense. Was waffling a little bit there, but yeah, really nice horse. As I say, I've seriously underpriced her, but that's probably me not a little bit not knowing the market for her, and also more so the fact that I'm just so overrun with horses at the moment. As I say, this week was a week not ride, a planned week to not ride and be doing things, but that it's just gone out the window right now. But this will probably be Kyle's last ride for the next, well, till after the weekend, I would think. So yeah, anybody who wants a very nice horse and snap her up at that super price, she's currently in the White Hart. But if you are watching this and we've passed that time, she's not going to stay in that bracket, guys, because I perhaps made more room for her by then, and she will be more of her true worth. I've very, very much underpriced this horse, and you can just see exactly for yourself, hacking out. I've rolled this video most of the ride, really. I've been waffling on, so you've pretty much joined the whole hack. Obviously you've seen her with a bit of traffic, and now you've seen her in all 3 paces. You can see Kyle on his bone. I don't know if you can tell, but he's definitely on his bone.